What's good, planet Earth? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Charlie, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year. I had a great time. It nearly didn't happen for me due to COVID, but luckily I was let out 2 days before Christmas and had a very limited time to do all my Christmas shopping, but it was all good. Santa came, and yeah, it was excellent. So got to spend some time with my family and my loved ones. I had an excellent time, and I hope you did too. Now, uploads have been a bit sparse recently, but as you may have seen in my last video, if you watched it, I mentioned that my audio interface had broken, so I couldn't record audio for the videos. But thanks to my amazing patrons, I've managed to get a brand spanking new, amazing audio interface, which is going to future-proof me for group reactions if I do them, podcasts, stuff like that. Also making music and whatever. There's no buzzing sound. You hear? It's perfect. Excellent. So none of that would have been possible without the contributions and incredible generosity from my patrons. So yeah, that's where the money goes from my patrons. It doesn't go to me. It goes back into the channel, all of it. So yeah, today's reaction, Stan Walker. Now, I was lucky enough to be given a heads up by Stan's team about that this was getting dropped. This is Human, and from what I'm told, this is about mental health. So fair warning to you guys, because this may be triggering to anyone who's, got some bad experiences with mental health or suicide or self-harm and stuff like that. I just want to cover all bases because I don't know what the lyrics are or what's involved in it. But I know sometimes these songs that are very sort of focused on these subjects can be quite triggering for people. So just want to give you fair warning. But yeah, that's all I know. This is with Vince Harder and Louis Baker. I know Vince Harder. I don't know Louis Baker. But yeah, I've struggled with mental health my whole life. And I'm really interested to see what this song has to say, because it's almost certainly going to be relatable to my experience and maybe yours too. So let's see how we get on. Without further ado, let's go. Stan's other song, Come Back Home. Great song. Great song. And if you haven't watched my reaction to it, then the link is there. The
sun is
but watch this video first.
shining. The birds sing sweet melodies. The breeze whispers tales of the old. The mountains so staunch and wise. The salt in the air reminds me of summer days, better days. I have everything, but why do I feel like I have nothing? Full, but completely empty. I'm shattering like the shells underneath my feet. I'm beautiful, but a disaster. Where do I start? I'm trying not to fall apart. I'm fighting myself. I need some help. It's okay not to be okay, 'cause what you're feeling, I can see it. It's a feeling that'll go away. I know it gets hard sometimes, but hold on, don't let go.
Yeah, he's saying, I know what you're feeling. I can see it. But what did he say? But it's a feeling that will go away. And that's the really hard thing to remember whenever you're going through any kind of mental health problem, is that it will go away. And it's so hard to see that at the time. You just, for some reason, even though all of the evidence suggests that it will go away, it always does. You always come out the other side, right? And yet, for some reason, or at least I speak for myself, when I'm in it, I'm like, but what if it lasts forever this time? That's how it feels every single time that you have a down period, and you're like, I can't see any way out of this. I can't see how this is ever going to get any better. But it's true. It is a feeling that will go away. It does every time. Why can't we see that at the time?
Go away. I know it gets hard sometimes, but hold on, don't let go.
You know, life I know can be hard, and it might seem much easier in the dark, but there's a better way. Say you gotta know who you are. You're only you, and you can fall far from grace. Wear a mask on your face. You're just you, and you can call me on the phone, 'cause you're not alone.
Don't be fooled by my smile.
Sorry, I'll take it back. Even I wasn't expecting the track to sound like this, but I should have known better, right? Stan is all about positivity, and even if you're talking about such a hard subject, it's really, really difficult. Now, I don't know if you've seen my reaction to Bo Burnham, All Eyes on Me, and that was a completely different, but no less rich experience, or this isn't any less rich than that for being upbeat. But Bo did something very different, which was it was very sort of indulgent in the sort of depression and really working into the music, how it feels to be in that state. And that was a very different way of kind of approaching it. Whereas Stan manages to talk his talk and say everything that needs to be said while giving an air of hope about it. And I think that's really important, because if you're in the wrong frame of mind and you listen to one of these songs that really indulges how it feels to be in that, while it's very good to look back on and make sense of, if you listen to that kind of thing while you're in that state of mind, it can be quite damaging and it encourage you. So this is great that he's like, I get it. You can see the empath in him, where he's reaching out to the people that may feel like this and be like, I see you, I get it. It's going to be okay, man. You've got a friend in me. And those are equally as important, those songs.
You can call me on the phone, 'cause you're not alone.
Don't be fooled by my smile. Inside it's all ruins, and these walls that stood tall have crumbled to the ground.
Oh, his voice, man. I love his
You gotta
voice.
know where you've been to know where you're going. Sometimes you may get back up, that's not all. You got more than you. Don't be hard on yourself. Hold on, don't let go. You know life I know can be hard, and it might seem much easier in the dark. I won't let you forget who you are, 'cause there's a better way. Yeah.
That is so important. Having people that won't let you forget who you are. That's so important, because you completely lose yourself. Like for me, okay, obviously I'm a music person. That's my job. It's my life. I love it. And yet when I'm having a mental health crisis, I cannot feel music at all, which is why sometimes I go through periods of not doing reactions, because there's no point. I don't get a reaction. I cannot feel the music. I no longer become a vessel which music can reside in. Like, it just doesn't happen for me, which is a real shame, but it is what it is. And so I really lose myself like that. And having people around you that can remind you of who you are and return you back to who you are is so key, which is why people who are isolated and don't have healthy relationships and healthy friendships really struggle with mental health. It's so important.
I won't let you forget who you are, 'cause there's a better way. Yeah. You've gotta know who you are.
Take a sip, drink through your sorrows. Dwell on your pain, your fears, your insecurities. Look at you. Look what you have become. Nothing. Pain. Feel it. Drown in it. Fear. It consumes you. You have nothing. You become nothing. The boy who was meant to save the world can't even save yourself. Who are you to save everybody when you can't save yourself?
Bro.
You were called, you were chosen, but now you're lost. Once was lost, now found to be lost again and again and again. You have no one. I didn't need you. Where have you been? You ain't got nothing. Who fucking needs you? Where the fuck have you been? I needed you! I don't need you anymore. I'm good on my own. I'll do this. I'll drink. I'll smoke. I'll get fucked up. I'ma die. I don't need anybody. God, where are you? Why have you forsaken me? Help me. I need you. God, I need you. Help me. When I look in the mirror, all I see is shattered pieces of what used to be. I hate you, but I love you. I'm sorry. Everything that you are, everything that I am you and you are me. I need you back. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I couldn't save you, but I gotta save me. Help me. Help me, please. You're much better. You're better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
You've gotta know who you are. You're only you.
How you just hold on. How you just gonna drop back into the song like that, man? Woo, I'm a hot mess. Wow. That, I mean, for me and my experience, it was like he was inside my head. I couldn't have depicted what goes on inside my head any better than that. I really couldn't. And I feel like the empath in me, and I get the feeling that Stan is the same way when he talks about how do you expect to save the world? You can't even save yourself. Whew, man, that hit hard because I've always felt the pain of the world and felt the pain of everyone. Everyone that, even if I haven't been through it, empaths, we have this blessing and a curse to simulate the pain that we see around us, and we feel it, and so I've always felt it my kind of duty to do something to help ease that pain. And he absolutely nailed it with that line where he's like I say, how do you expect to save anyone else when you can't even save yourself? It makes you feel so powerless, and it makes you doubt your power in the world. It's like, I can't even hold the slightest bit of my shit together. You know, like I've got crap piling up in my house all around me. I can't do the dishes. I can't even get dressed properly. Like, I do stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You're drinking a beer in bed, wearing your coat. You know what I mean? And like, the video is amazing. It really, even his posture. There's one bit that really reminded me of me, him sitting in his chair in front of the sea, hoodie half up, smoking a cigarette, sort of hunched over like this, beer in his hand. Man, I've been there more times than I care to imagine. It really landed for me. And I'd really like to know what you guys think as well, and if this is an accurate depiction of your mental health problems. But for me, I literally couldn't have put it better myself.
You've gotta know who you are. You're only you. Man, you can't fall far from grace. With a mask on your face, you're just you. And you can call me on the phone. Cause you're not alone. I'm only you. Man, you can speak what's on your mind. Nothing but love, I got the time. You man, we can stay here on the phone. We are not alone.
Yes, Stan. I love this dude. Stan, I love you, man. And I'm genuinely grateful that you exist and that you have a platform. What a wonderful way to put that message across. Poignant, serious, but hopeful. And that's so important. And I really get a sense of his sense of duty with this song. And that he really appreciates that he's talking to real people that may really need... Put it together, Charles. Because I'm one of these people. I'm one of those people. But a real sense that he's talking to real people that may really need to hear this song. And I appreciate it, personally. Thank you. Thank you, dude. And thank you to Champo, Stan's manager, for reaching out to me and giving me a heads up about it. Yeah, that was an emotional one. A little shell shocked. What a way to return back to YouTube after the Christmas break. But I hope you guys are really well. I hope this helped you. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear how this affected you and how it spoke to your life and your story. Let's use the comments section on this video as a place where we can share openly and freely without judgment and be kind to each other. Which brings me on to my sign out. If I can remember it. It's been a long time since I did a video. So what's my sign out? Yeah, go ahead. Have a great day. That's not my sign out, but it's buying me a little more time to remember what it is. But as always, be kind to yourselves. Love everybody and take care. I freaking love you guys.